St. Andrew, Guitar Hero, Penn State. My daughter made that. There's a story behind this Rick Ankiel baseball card and the $5 that I won when he hit a home run when I said he would. But this was the key. I had this neon sign created. Obviously, there are not a lot of Club Titan things sitting around. So I had this created back in '04 when this room debuted. So a wide view of, this is a first. We have never shown Club Titan on air before. And after the fact, oh, and our sushi wall. Don't ask me. So this is a first. We've never shown it before. We may never show it again. Mr. Hot Pocket. Notice Mr. Hot Pocket? See? There's our little tornado thing that we had. Former people who used to work here. I guess that's about it. Lots of computers and stuff. So that is Club Titan. Okay, so this is the green wall. As you see, this is where we do our weather. If you notice, when I'm standing at the green wall, I'm looking at this camera right there. Inside the camera, I actually can see myself. The news anchors see the words that scroll up from this teleprompter. Let me turn it on. Okay, it actually probably isn't on. I should have asked them to turn it on. But in that camera, I will either see myself when I'm doing weather, or the news people see the words that scroll up. So while I'm doing weather standing here, I'm looking at that TV screen over there. This is the output of WSI, so I know that I have the right map up. This is actually where I see myself. If I cross over to the other side of the screen, I look at the monitor over there. Now, weather is all ad lib. We make it up as we go. We have no script. The news anchors have their scripts. So that's the difference between news and weather, amongst many other things, but we are all ad lib. There's our weather center again. The news people are all scripted. Okay, so Greg, is this working?
Yeah, you're on.
All right, good. So there is our studio, our set, right? See the set. This would be a shot pretty much. Okay, now watch this. This is the shot that we used to do for our news anchors going into the show. We'd go like this. Slow zoom to Wendy or Jameson, right? Okay, this is the new look that we're going to have for the anchors. Ready? All right, got that? Okay, so it's called a snap zoom, and that apparently is something that we're going to be using more of. So there's a little inside baseball. Speaking of baseball, starting for the Boston Red Sox, Kyle Weiland, never heard of the guy, hopefully never will again. That's not true. Might be a good kid, hoping that Jeremy Hellickson does the trick. This is where I usually do our webcast. Now, I noticed yesterday when looking at it for the first time, the backdrop is pretty lousy. So I'm kind of uh-oh, my screen just went black. That's a screensaver. Oh, it is. Okay, see, my monitor went black for a minute. Like, oh, man. And I don't know how much longer my battery and my cell phone is going to work either. So we'll get going with this. But anyway, this is where I do it. But the backdrop is really lame. So I'm thinking maybe we'll sit in a different place, maybe have some of these monitors. Because look at all these killer monitors. We got great monitors, right? They're off right now because we're saving money. Look, there's Ben Zobrist. And there's the rest of the Rays getting ready for our big game against the Red Sox. I have no idea. There's Matt Moore. That was Matt Joyce. What? Oh, you're right. That's not supposed to be turned on. I'm turning it on because I was monitoring the Weather Channel on that monitor. I would never look at baseball on that monitor, ever. Actually, one time I did, once. And Pablo and I forgot to change it. Totally my bad. And I got yelled at. Okay. Pablo's up there. Okay. All right. So as you see, everybody is on their dinner break pretty much right here. You've got our manager at night. This is Marv. Marv is going over the show. Molly usually sits right here. Don't know where she is. Kyle sits right here. Don't know where he is. But Desmond Jennings is up, and there's the first pitch, and it's a strike. Okay. So then we have all the other people. There's Judy coming back from dinner. See, everybody's on their dinner break. Now, whenever you notice a shot in the newsroom where the reporter is sitting right here or standing in front of the newsroom, by the way, I'm getting a high CPU usage by Procaster, so it probably means this is freezing, but we're just going to go with it. So this is the camera, and the reporters have the prompter here, again, like I showed you earlier. So they still have their stuff on prompter. Again, the difference from prompter is obviously their scripts are in the computers and they read everything. There's Judy. Judy's about to edit. In fact, you know what? If Judy was editing, I would even show you how things have changed because like I said, my phone is my hotspot. How awesome is that? So that's okay. We don't need it, right? Okay, so these are all the monitors up there that are very cool. The upstairs room is where all management, sales goes. That's Greg's desk right over there. James is over there in the corner. He's working on a story that he just completed. And again, this is the time of the day that things are actually, people are on their dinner break. So Pablo is working the desk. So let's say there was breaking news, right? So what happens is usually the desk is very, very loaded with people. Someone's running from the camera. Okay, this is where Carly sits. This is also where Heather sits, who we met a couple of days ago on Skype. Look, Skype is up there. I think I must have called at some point. So this is where they sit. They monitor. Okay, so that's some sort of an accident on the scanner. They monitor that. They monitor what is coming up on the internet. They monitor pretty much where breaking news is. There is where they write down. See, we're still some old school stuff. We still write down where some of our reporters are going. We have everybody up because, believe it or not, pretty much every station out there monitors the other stations. They buy. Yeah, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Well, they're not our enemies because we love everybody in the Tampa Bay market. But, you know, we always have to keep our eyes on what everybody else is doing. So anyway, there you see a lot of people are on dinner. I'm going to show you back in the production room because this is a cool room. There's James working on his story. Say hi, James.
Hello, hello.
He's getting ready to head on out. He had a full. You work dayside, right?
Yes, sir.
James is one of our new MMJs and reporters. Yes, so welcome aboard to James. There goes Jamie. Jamie came here. Oh, I don't know, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
About 6 months ago. He's a producer. Came here from Chicago, and he's saying hello. Now this is our control room. Okay. This is our audio room. Look at this. How cool is that? That is where all the audio stuff happens. Anything you hear on our news is pushed through these buttons. And if we did this later, we'd have people actually sitting here. You know, we really should have done this later, but we can do it again if anybody wants to. In here is where they do the actual newscast. The producer sits here, the director sits here, the TD. The producer is the news person who writes and stacks the show. The director is the person in charge of the technical side. It's either Jay or Felicia. Sometimes Ron. And over here is the TD. This is the person who actually pushes the buttons that actually goes on TV. Okay. And up here are all the different monitor sources. Look at this. So they actually have to know what all of these things do. Words that go on the screen. Anytime the words show up on screen, they're punched in through there. So this is the control room. Now, the one thing that I'll show you, and I don't know how long my battery's doing, is, there goes Sean. Now, Sean is, you remember a week ago, we showed video on the 11 o'clock newscast of me doing my web chat? Sean was the person who shot that. Sean is also a TD. Sean also does a little bit of everything. Sean, say hi to our...
Hey, how you guys doing? How's everyone doing? Good?
I think they're good. Let's see if we got... Actually, you know what? Let's go check and see if we have anybody actually even watching this. Is there anybody on the web? Oh, yes, there are. We've got some people logged in on our... Now, see, here's the thing. Some people log in through our website. Some people log through... There goes the battery again. Logs in through Ustream, I'm sorry, live stream. So we kind of have our viewers split right now, but right this second, we are on the top of our web. More people are on. Oh, someone just left. See that down? Someone just left. Unacceptable. Okay. All right. So there you go. Somebody, let's see if we can get that back to a green. Let's see if that person is going to come back. All right. Come on. Let's see it. Come on back to a green. Oh, I'm going to be angry. Well, we'll see. We'll see if they come back later. So there is another look at the studio from this perspective. Now, Judy's editing here. I did want to show you this quickly.
Where's the woman knighted coming from, Jamie?
Now, back in the day, back when I was doing this, we used to have tapes. You know, you'd see the reporters and the photographers carrying big tapes and big decks, and they did everything that way. Well, now, a lot of the editing is done, believe it or not, using the same kind of scan discs that you have on your phone or on your camera. It's changed that much, and they can literally plug that into your computer. Now, ours is a little different than that, but we have the ability to do that with an HD camera, and all of the editing is done through Final Cut Pro. So if you have a Mac and you like to edit on Final Cut Pro, you are using the exact same software that commercial television stations use these days. The technology is just unbelievable. I guess Jamie is doing the 11. Are you doing the 11?
Yeah.
Okay, Molly's off today, so Jamie is working the 11. So what he's doing is he's going through, looking at scripts, maybe looking at some stuff from the earlier shows, and working on what stories are going on the new shows, on the 11 o'clock show, because our goal is to always have everything fresh. Oops, wait a minute, let's go back. We have a green arrow now. That's what I was looking for. Green arrow. That means people are coming, not leaving. That's good. Keep that going. Okay. So as I was up, there's Vince now. Vince, you met Vince a couple days ago. Vince was, Vince was behind me, helping me out. Vince is one of our studio operators who used to work at Channel 13, and now Vince works here. But here's Vince's claim to fame, if in case you missed it. Go ahead and tell everybody what your claim to fame is in terms of you being a Rays fan.
I proposed to my wife in 2008 on the Jumbotron at the Rays game. Red Sox, Aki Iwamura hit the game-winning home run.
Awesome.
And she said yes.
Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Speaking of the Rays game, is there a score yet?
It's 0-0.
Still 0-0? Oh, yeah, Helly's pitching now. So thank you, Vince. You saw Vince earlier today. So, again, Vince has been here for, I don't know, 6 months, a year. I'm not sure how long it's been. But there you go. So if Jameson was here, or now Wendy's not here today. She's off. And Linda, I think, went on dinner break. So is there anything else that I've missed? Greg, have I forgotten anything?
I don't think so. I think you got just about everything.
Okay. All right. How's the quality? I mean, has it been okay?
Yes.
All right. Good enough. How you doing over there? Doing good? Okay. Yeah, she's like, okay. She's like, oh, I got a camera. Don't put that camera in me. Okay. Again, there is Judy working on her editing. Tell them what you're doing.
Right now I'm looking for Family Justice. It's a story that Jamie wrote. It's supposed to be in the photo part, but when I go to, you're making me nervous.
Nah.
Story.
Where do we keep all our stories?
In the photo part.
Okay, and that's called there's an area we call the sandbox, right? Is it the sandbox or
This is the sandbox, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm looking for Family Justice.
So she's looking for a story within the sandbox.
Justice. If somebody sees it before me, let me know.
I don't see it there. I don't see
Family
family
Presser.
family pressure, but no family
I don't
justice.
think that's it. Mm-mm.
So she looks through there. There's the script. So on one monitor, she has the scripts to the story that Jamie works on or the reporter works on. The other one is the Final Cut Pro, and the other one is also the Final Cut Pro. There's two monitors that
Jamie,
go.
I can't find this.
She still can't find it. So Sean is over there eating his dinner, as most everyone is. But this kind of gives you a little bit of a background on what we do. Again, maybe we'll do this again. How's it going? Ray's going to win? Yes, that's the way I'm looking at it, hopefully. Yep. All right, let's see. No score yet. Nobody on base, so that's a plus. Oh, I lost the monitor again. There we go. Okay, so again, one other thing. This is our severe weather alert. You know, like if there was a tornado warning, it would come up right there, and it shows up. In fact, here, I can even show you this. It'll mess with master control, though. I can issue my own tornado warning, but then the guys in master control would run out. Oh, I didn't show you master control yet. Oh, you know what? All right, we'll run over there. That's a foul ball. Okay. Let's run back over. So again, I'll show you maybe some other time how we actually put our shows together. It's pretty easy. I mean, the stuff nowadays is so automated. It's all Windows-based, which is good for me. I'm not a Mac guy. And we will walk over here. I did not show you the control, like the satellite room. Okay. Go in here. Okay. Here's the satellite room. Now, this is the room where we get our live shots, where we get our satellite feeds, where we record any programming that's pre-recorded, comes in here.